Hello everyone, welcome back to Wyatt Plays. In today's video, we will be learning how to make the base clicker game, and after part 1, 2, and possibly 3, you should be able to make a game just like this. It's got a functioning thing up the counter, and a functioning shop, animations, and a restart button that functions. So let's get right into it. Okay, to start off, we are going to delete the base cap. So for things to click, I'll go ahead and use my favorite animal, a chicken. Now to start off, we need a thing to make it go into the center. Just like that. It's perfect so far. So what we can do then is we could put one of these, this, and then a thing that tells it to forever go there. Now what you're also going to do for the base clicking, you're just going to get variables. So clicks, and we'll do that, and we'll change it by 1. And then we'll get a set clicks to 0. So when flag is clicked, set clicks to 0. And then you get this very, very simple clicker game that has that up there. Now we will learn to do more stuff to it in the later video. But now let's work on the shop. So in the shop, you can get this. So we'll add a costume. This will be from my previous thing. You can get food, and you can do whatever you want for the food and stuff. So we're going to use a strawberry. We'll select it all, shrink it down to about that size. We'll put it right there, and then you can get your text. Now we'll put strawberry right above it. Strawberry, and then right underneath it, we'll put cost Now this will cost 20 clicks, and then we'll put 1 slash second. So that will tell you what the speed of getting clicks from it will be. And we can then place it right above it. So now that we have this, we can put it up here. And then what we can do is we can come in and grab a button. We'll duplicate the button. We need to rotate it to 0 degrees. So then once we have that, we can set this to 0. on the Y. Set this one to 0 on the Y too. And then we can move this one all the way to 2 to 5. And then it will be in the wall like that. Now what we can do is we can just set this one about right here so we can fit all the wording into it. Then we can put it back on the 0 axis. And then we can do a when flag clicked looks hide. When flag clicked looks show. And then when this sprite is clicked, we will do a looks set to hide, and we'll also broadcast a message, and that is going to be called shopping. Now that we have shopping, then we'll put a when I receive shopping, and then we'll change the looks to show. Now also in the costume settings, we'll use this fill to, and we'll set the fill to white. It likes to select everything when you're doing this. So once we have the white fill, we'll go ahead and put it to a black outline. And then you can size it perfectly like that. And now as you can see up there, it looks like that. So we can just test this out. But we also would like to do a when this sprite is clicked, we'll do another broadcast, and this will be close shop. Now once we close the shop, we want to not see this anymore, so we'll hide it, and then we'll put a when I receive close shop show. So now we can test this, and it definitely works now. So we have a working shop that opens up. We don't have an animation for it, so actually what you could do is do something to where this is exactly the same on it. So we'll just set it to 225, just like that one. And then it will be right there, so then you can't see it, but then we can glide it. So then we can glide it to its position. Glide for 2 seconds to 70. So now when flag is clicked, or when I receive shopping, we'll do that. And then we'll glide 2 seconds back to 225. And back to 0. So now we can test it, and it does in fact come out like that. So now what we can do is we can change it to 1 second, so then when you do it, it looks like that. Doesn't really like it on this one though. 0.5, 1.5. Oh, I understand why it was not working. So this hide will just be right after the glide. So we can put the glide back, and it can stay at 1 second. But we'll just have to change it back to that and that. And then after that, we do that. Now this will then be like this. Pretty cool feature. And then what we can do in here is a when flag clicked, the looks will be set to hide. And then we can put a when I receive shopping, and we'll duplicate that to when I receive close shop. Now we are going to use a wait 1 second for that one. So then and then we could also do a go to top layer, so then it is showable. And then we'll put in this one, go to back. So now when you do this, you can see it right there. And then when we receive close shop, we'll put a wait block there. Now obviously you won't want to just immediately open up the shop, as it won't do anything because you can't buy it, obviously. And then what we can do for this is a sensing thing. So when flag clicked forever, and then we'll get an if and another if, and then we'll get an equals, and we could put 20 in both of these. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're actually going to use these. So you'll use these because these ones will compare it to that. So then we'll put the clicks inside of it. So now depending on this, it will set an effect, and we'll use the ghost effect. So now if clicks is over the 20 mark, then it will do that. But if it's under the 20 mark, it will go ghosted out. So now when we do it, it's going to look like that. So we will work on the animations for everything in the next part. Now this is the base step to doing a clicker game. And I know it's not the best, but it will be improved in the next video. Don't know why it keeps doing that. Okay, there we go. Now if I hide this. Now something that we could also do is just get this to 20. And then it will do that. So we will also add a thing for when this sprite is clicked. So when this sprite is clicked, we'll do an if then. So then we'll put a thing like this. Wrong one. This one, where 20 is higher, then we'll put a change by 0. And then we'll also do a change, and we'll make a new variable that is called 1 per second. So now this 1 per second and we'll change this by 0. Now we're also going to duplicate it and place it into this. If change clicks by -20, and then change clicks per second by 20. So this will go into this, but this will only use 1. And then that is how you make the thing work. So now, and then what you could do for the clicks per second to make it work is by putting a when flag clicked forever, change clicks by clicks per second. So now when we get to 20 or higher and we can buy this, it's going to do that. And then what you can do is you can add a wait block, unless you want your person to go crazy. But now it will change it every second. So that is it for this video on making a clicker game in Scratch. I will see you for part 2 and possibly a part 3. So I'll see you all next time. Bye bye, and thanks for watching.